traffic light. Bought this cloud on a payment plan.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
He's learned how to channel it really positively because he throws the football downfield and makes a big play. He'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Baker going to give it to Irving. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and
2. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run here with Irving. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here is Tua out to lead this Miami offense.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 45-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. A gain of 9 yards.
A run up the middle with Irving. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Mayfield down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To number 13, Mike Evans. An 8-yard pickup.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Over the middle to Evans. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Bradley Pinion now. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves just that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A run straight ahead with H.M. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yaya he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. H.A. does it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his... into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it, preseason. Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Tua going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's
going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. Bates' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever known.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Buccaneers, 45.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochan. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and
Now Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And caught it up. But it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So out come the Bucs now. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
In motion left, Godwin. Now Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And taken at the 46. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there to atone for it.
And trying to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Complete to Austin here over the middle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Dolphins. 1st down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tua, the final shot before half. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. If I keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Nowak. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowak. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stevenson. This ball complete to Durham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Stevenson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Formation for the Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Nowak. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nowak. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own
looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's second down.
Set, ready. 60 red.
Looking to throw. Stevenson. To the left side, he's got McMillan. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Back to throw. Stevenson. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. Because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Nowak. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Nowak. Complete to Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Dolphins.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give up the middle to Wright. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright, 14 yards. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. Right after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down.
34-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's good.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Black 40.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Ready up.
So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Go. Ready.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
29-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready. Let's go now.
On first down, it's Webb. Down to about the 22 here. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. And from the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Smith ready.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So now here come the Dolphins. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking a pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free because they're trying to get done on offense.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll go right back to right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Nowak sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a toss play for Wright. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 21-yard
On the handoff, it's Wright. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Second and goal.
Now a give, running left is right. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
Brings up third and goal.
Looking to throw. Nowak. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Another try, second and 10 now.
He was defended by Brian Cook.
Back to throw. Stevenson will set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
This one swung out to Williams. They'll come up now on second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by McMillan.
Complete to Jalen McMillan.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down. Back to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
And it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And just shutting him off there. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try to push it downfield, try to fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
And the Dolphins, first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.